Welcome to the Adapted Ambitions podcast. Here we rewrite the rules of success for professional women over 40. This is the place where experience meets reinvention and where we tackle bold career moves, inspiring pivots, and strategies to help you create a career and life that you truly love. My name is Ada Offonry. I am a talent leader and career coach with years of experience partnering with professionals at pivotal career crossroads. I've seen it all, from climbing the corporate ladder to leaping off it entirely, and I'm here to help you figure out your next big move. Because let's be honest, the so-called career rules we grew up with, they're really outdated. Your experience isn't just valuable, it's actually your superpower. So I'll show you exactly how to use the superpower to create your best chapter yet. Whether you're thinking about a career change, launching your own business, or you just want more purpose and balance in your work, you're in the right place. Welcome to Adapted Ambitions. Let's dive in. Welcome to today's episode of the Adapted Ambitions podcast. Today, we're going to be diving into a topic that's both exciting and also intimidating for a lot of people, and that's about AI in the workplace. Whether you're a skeptic or a tech enthusiast, there's no escaping the impact that AI is having on our lives and on our careers. And just to ensure that we're all on the same page, when I speak of AI, I am referring to artificial intelligence, which is the ability of machines to learn and perform tasks that would normally require human intelligence. And AI uses algorithms to analyze data and make human decisions. For mid-career professionals, especially those of us navigating this ever-changing landscape, the question isn't about whether AI will change things. That's a given. That's definitely happening already. AI has changed so much. The question we should be asking is, how can we leverage AI to evolve in our careers and also to pivot into something even better? The worst thing you can do as a mid-career professional today is to remain on the sidelines while others around you learn about AI. You have to dive in headfirst and embrace it. Imagine if many years ago, when the internet first came about, if you're one of those that stood on the sidelines and didn't really learn how to use the internet, you would have really missed out on some amazing opportunities. And AI has such an enormous impact on our lives, so you can't afford not to get involved. Embracing AI isn't just about helping you to remain relevant and have current skills to thrive in your role at the moment. It's also a strategic play. Think about it. If you're going to be starting your own business, you've got to factor in the impact of AI on the sort of business that you want to start. If you're looking to pivot into a new role, you've got to factor in the impact of AI on that new type of job or industry. So whether it's a corporate role that you're after, whether you're seeking to transition into entrepreneurship, whatever it might be, embracing AI is an important strategic play. I'd like us to dive deeper into the impact of AI in the workplace by looking at some data to start off with. So in the UK, research by PwC found that AI could contribute £400 billion to the economy by 2030. However, the caveat there is that 30% of jobs are at risk of automation, particularly in the finance, retail, and manufacturing industries. The other side of the coin there is that there are many reports that highlight that AI is expected to create 7.2 million new roles in technology and AI-enabled industries. In the US, the Bureau of Labor Statistics predicts that jobs requiring AI skills will grow by 31% by 2030, faster than nearly every other category. Interestingly, though, mid-career professionals account for the majority of workers undergoing AI training programs, indicating that in many industries there's a proactive shift towards AI. Globally, McKinsey's 2023 Future of Work report estimates that automation will displace 85 million jobs by 2025, but create 97 million new ones, emphasizing roles that require creativity, critical thinking, and human-centered skills. So, AI may seem like a threat to many people, and let's face it, for some jobs, it definitely is. However, AI is also opening up a lot of doors for those who are ready to replace it. And yes, it'll involve learning new skills, but that's not a bad thing, right? That's definitely a good thing. If we dive deeper into the impact of AI on the workplace, AI is everywhere, basically. So if you think about it, in many industries, AI helps to automate tasks, it helps to streamline processes, and it's even used to make things like hiring decisions. And so, there are a number of things that we can expect to see over the coming years as a result of AI. So one is the evolution of job roles. AI is shifting a lot of jobs from being more sort of mundane and repetitive to being strategic, creative, and human-centric, because AI can take over the repetitive aspects of jobs. So for example, if you're in the marketing industry, a lot of marketing roles now involve analyzing AI-driven customer insights. So more about extracting data, extracting insights, and using that to drive strategic decisions rather than what it would have been before. The second area of impact that AI is having on the workplace is around reskilling and upskilling. The reality is that AI is new for the average person on the street, even though AI isn't necessarily a new concept within technology itself. And so this will involve a lot of people undergoing courses and retraining. For the mid-career professionals, though, it's worth bearing in mind that as much as you have the opportunity to reskill with respect to AI, there are other bits as well, the softer skills that you bring to the table, and coupled with AI, that could be a really powerful force. So things like emotional intelligence, leadership, communication, nuance, all of these things are things that AI can't necessarily replicate. So that human overlay is still worth a ton. Third way in which AI will have an impact on the workplace is around opportunities for reinvention. So not only will there be reinvention for industries and for jobs, but also for individuals as well. AI is creating completely brand new industries and completely brand new types of jobs. So jobs like, ethical AI consultants, prompt engineers, all of these are jobs that didn't exist a few years ago and now exist as a result of AI. So this is particularly important if you're somebody who is looking to pivot your career, because you now have a plethora of new types of roles that may not have existed a few years ago that you can now investigate and explore and experiment with moving forward. The other aspect in which AI is likely to impact the workplace is around bridging the generational divide. So Gen Z are digital natives, but mid-career professionals, whether you're Gen X or a millennial, you have the opportunity to bring together your institutional knowledge, your market expertise, add that to your soft skills, like your problem-solving skills, add that to your knowledge of AI. So, you really have a lot to sort of play with in this day and age. Let's talk specifically about how mid-career professionals can leverage AI. If at the moment you find yourself in a place where you're very busy, you have a lot of responsibilities, and the last thing you want to think about or start to do is to learn about this sort of AI. Let's talk about a few specific things that you're going to be able to do to help you. So the first is, not that I hate to say this, but it's tough for me to say sometimes for people who I know are already busy, is the reality is that you've just got to embrace continuous learning. There are platforms like LinkedIn, Coursera, etc. that have very accessible courses. I took a course on Introduction to AI on Coursera by Andrew Ng, who is one of the pioneers in AI and very well known for AI learning. And, as a non-technologist, I found it very accessible, and it's something you can do for 30 minutes a day. So definitely worth investigating and spending some time just sort of learning about AI, or you could actually choose to learn about a specific AI tool. That's also okay. So another thing you can do as a mid-career professional to leverage AI is to identify complementary skills to AI. So for example, one thing you can do is to improve your data literacy or learn about machine learning fundamentals. And so these sort of complementary skills enable you to be able to leverage AI-powered platforms to automate data analysis, improve customer engagement, etc. So there are things you can do that are on the periphery of AI itself that enhance your usage of AI. Another thing you can do is to leverage AI for your career pivot. So there are new industries and new roles where AI is booming. So for example, AI ethics, product management, AI-driven consulting, all of these are things that one can go into from a completely different industry. And you could also use tools like ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, etc. to enhance your resumes and CVs, enhance your LinkedIn profile, or even to help you sort of brainstorm and prepare for interviews. So there's a lot that can be done, and I'll go into that at a later episode about how to leverage AI for your job search. In addition to the things that AI can do and learning about the peripheral skills to AI, let's also not forget the things that AI cannot do. And as mid-career professionals, this is where you come into your own. I've spoken about it earlier. So leadership, creativity, empathy, critical thinking, all of these are at present anyway, irreplaceable. And these are things that are still highly valued in the workplace. And they're things that AI isn't able to do at the moment. The last point I'd like to make regarding how mid-career professionals can leverage AI is to use it for personal growth. So be it using it as for productivity, there are apps like Notion, for example, using it to sort of enhance your writing and grammar, like Grammarly. There's so many tools out there that can be utilized for personal growth. These can help to enhance your productivity, your communication, your efficiency, etc. So, I think it's quite interesting and exciting to experiment with some of these tools in really creative ways and to generate ideas for your projects or visualize some of the complex concepts that you'd be working with. I guess my intention with this episode is really to speak to those who might either be suspicious about AI or feel that they have too much on their plate at the moment to even worry about leveraging AI as long as they can do their job properly. Is to encourage you, if possible, to reconsider and realize that actually by investing a little bit of time in learning about AI, this could be a strategic play for yourself and your career. And actually, let's face it, it could actually make your life much easier today. AI is doing a lot of the repetitive, monotonous tasks that would usually take people a long time to do. It's making your life significantly easier. So if you're somebody who is not using AI for both your professional and private life, I'd definitely say that you're missing out on the opportunity to introduce more ease into your day-to-day life. Particularly if you're somebody who's looking to pivot, you definitely want to be sure that you're leveraging AI because it will come up in almost every interview that you have. It will help to kind of position you as somebody who is current and a forward thinker. And also you want to be able to be one of those people, for example, if you're going into entrepreneurship, who's able to leverage on the AI boom to sort of boost your entrepreneurial prospects. So I can't really see a downside in making the time and making the investment into learning about AI. As I said earlier, just to sort of pull everything together, AI is transforming the workplace. For mid-career professionals, the key thing to do here isn't about competing with AI or being nervous and scared about the threat of AI, but collaborating with it. If you're somebody who's able to embrace continuous learning, adapt to new roles, focus on what makes us uniquely human as an overlay on AI, then you're not only going to survive in this environment, you're actually going to thrive in the evolving AI-driven world. If you're listening to this, I'd say there are a few things you can do as a next step. Take a course, take a short course on AI, download an AI tool like ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude, and play around with it. Ask it loads of questions and develop your prompt engineering skills. Maybe reflect on your job and think about ways in which you're able to integrate AI into your work, you might want to experiment with some of the available tools out there and propose something to your company. If you're somebody who's going to be on the job market, maybe you want to experiment with leveraging AI tools for your CV or resume, or for your LinkedIn profile, or some of the other communication that you're going to be making with prospective employers and recruiters. So there's something there for everybody to do as a next step. Just pick something and then take a small step. That's it for today's episode. Thank you so much for listening. If this resonated with you, please don't, hesitate to share it with a friend or a colleague. And if you have any ideas or thoughts around today's episode or future episodes, please don't hesitate to contact me. I am on Instagram at Offonry. Don't forget to like and comment for this episode. Thank you.